Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm back with another GES or generic essay series mini episode. So this video will be short, and I usually don't do reactions, but I'm going to talk about the new Superman trailer that released this week, and I'm so happy that this trailer released. I've been wanting some footage on this film for a while now, and it didn't really disappoint, I'm happy to say. So thank you guys for watching and choosing to click on this video. But first, hi, my name is Tyler, and I love film, and today I'll be talking about Superman. I have definitely had high hopes for this film. I don't really know why they changed it from Superman Legacy to just Superman, but that's not really a problem. I just wanted to mention that. And I'm very happy with how this trailer turned out. The only negatives I really have are some of the shots look a little cheap and unfinished, all things considered. There looks to be a lot of unfinished CGI, but the film doesn't have to come out for like another 8 months, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue by the time the film actually comes out. Other than the lack of story elements in this trailer and dialogue, we are not shown too much from this teaser. But from what we are shown, there is definitely a notable amount of characters from DC Comics making their debuts, including Guy Gardner Green Lantern, which is really cool to see, with Green Lantern being one of my favorite DC heroes. Crypto making an appearance is also really cool, and of course the others like Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, which looks very promising and convincing as Lex Luthor, and it's not actually as off-putting as I would expect with him being bald, and Hawk Girl, among others. The action scenes, costumes, and appearances relating to these characters all seem very promising in this trailer. They all look comic accurate, and like these characters are really being brought to life in a completely separate way from Zack Snyder's interpretations and the DCEU, which I'm still fond of Zack Snyder's version of Superman, for one, but this is definitely a step in a much more fresh and true to DC Comics direction that I am very excited about. Hopefully a better direction for DC, considering the new and hopefully improved DC Studios label. From everything else that was shown in this trailer, it seems to be harkening back to the 1978 Christopher Reeve and Richard Donner Superman film, from aspects such as the posters and advertisements for the films, as well as Superman's costume itself and the seeming tone of the film, with everything being much more lighthearted, seemingly, with definitely a brighter tone and more hopeful outlook than the Zack Snyder interpretation of Superman. There's a lot of nice touches, such as Superman actually saving a girl, and with just the whole lighting of the film being much brighter and less toned down and less desaturated, actually being slightly oversaturated, with more outlandish elements such as Crypto the Superdog and Superman wearing his underwear on the outside, and a giant Luthor Corp building, which I don't know why it's not called LexCorp, but that's not really an issue. I'm just wanting to mention that again, and making Metropolis seem like an actual kind of futuristic or more advanced city. As for Superman / Clark Kent himself, David Cornsweet, he seems very promising in the role. Though we don't get to hear him speak much, he seems to embody at least the physical aspect of Superman well. He looks like how we believe Superman to look, with a little less of the dread in his eyes that Henry Cavill had, and hopefully more hope, more of a positive outlook. It's nice that we see in the trailer how Superman has a positive effect and is a symbol of hope worldwide, with there being a flag being held up of Superman by a child in presumably another country outside of the U.S., really showing how this version of Superman and this film has the ability to embody Superman like never before, and hopefully setting up the rest of the DCU for success as the next big step for DC Studios, DC as a brand, James Gunn as a filmmaker, and possibly the superhero movie genre and cinema going forward. As well, superheroes have gone through a very noticeable rough patch recently, which I plan on talking about further for both Marvel and DC in general, as well as other superheroes in a video that I plan to release tomorrow. Back to Superman himself, we get to see footage of David Cornsweet being Clark Kent himself, which is very promising, as this hints at Clark Kent actually being focused on in this upcoming film, and how he balances his life with Superman, as we didn't really get to see that in Man of Steel at all, and it hasn't really been developed too much in past superhero movies. If we get to see how Clark Kent actually struggles as being Clark Kent and hiding his identity as Superman and struggling to actually fit into society, that could add an extra layer to Superman that we haven't seen explored on film before. Hopefully, this film is good. Overall, I like this trailer a lot, and I really think it's promising for the future of DC Studios and superhero films in general. I'm very excited to see the rest of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, and to start this whole journey with DC Studios. I hope it lasts. I hope it pans out. I hope it's much better than the DCEU. I still have to watch Creature Commandos, admittedly, but I'm very excited for the DCU. And with this film being the first big step for superhero films to come, basically. But I'll talk more about the superhero genre as a whole currently tomorrow. Despite my problems with some of the camera placement in this trailer, some of the lighting issues, and some of the seemingly unfinished CGI, and just how some of this kind of has such an artificial look or paste over it, I am very excited for the future of DC and am pretty satisfied with this teaser trailer, not even a full trailer. Seeing James Gunn embrace all the classic and more comic booky elements of DC is very exciting, especially this early on. And this is just such a bold and new direction for DC, especially compared to the DCEU, which came before. I really hope this film is good and that it brings Superman back and DC back to showing what truth, justice, and the American way really mean. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you next time.